Is Hafiz. I'm from the Termites and Ants team from USM. Basically, we work with Dr. Brian Fisher from California Academy of Science. So basically, we did a few of the trapping on ants and termites. Basically, we do some field sampling by using some transect along the pavement of the trail 1, trail 2, and trail 3, and also along the pavement around the botanical garden, and then we capture, scoop out from the debris, and also break few mounds and also few dead logs to find the termites and also ants, and then we identify using several keys. But basically, for this termites and ants, we would like to know the species diversity, the richness, evenness, and similarity. So this is the transect that we do. And also we do a trapping, so we're helping Dr. Brian Fisher with his FIT traps on the left, and also some of the other traps. And also we use some other bait. We use tuna bait and also peanut butter bait along the way. So when we go through the trail, when we're going down, we put the bait tubes and also the bait jar along the way, and then so when we come up back to the trail, we'll collect them back and sort out later on. So this is some of the picture that we collect on the foraging termites. Here are the sample pictures that we did along the first week. The hard part for collecting these ants and termites, when we go to the last trail, it was very deep down, so we have to use the ropes going down, but sometimes we lost our tubes along the way because when we put on along the side, it fell off to the bottom. So here are a few pictures of the sampling pictures, and then we did some identification. So Brian Fisher, he's an expert on the ants. He's the ant man, so he helped us ID to the genus. Some of the species of the sample, he bring back for further identification until species. So basically, for termites, I will summarize here. We have 10 genera, and altogether is 18 species. So most of this is very common in the forest area. These termites are very common. So basically, they are subterranean termite and also drywood termites. They are very common. But there is some species which is Coptotemus. If it's the picture here. Okay, if you see on the right, Coptotemus, so if you have a house built in the Penang Hill, so you have to be precaution because this is a economic important termites, Coptotemus, so still have to be precaution. The rest of the other termite species mostly found inside the forest area and disturbed area. So if you have a house, so still have to be careful. If it start to enter your house or homes, so it will be very dangerous. Okay, so basically, termite genera, we have 10 genera and 18 species. So here are a few pictures that we have captured. And for ants, we only ID one species so far, Anopleolopis gracilipis, and the rest we only do until the genera. Dr. Brian Fisher from California Academy of Science, he will ID until to the species. But some of the genus are not really common in Penang. They are common in some other area, but not very common in this part of the area, the ants. And then maybe we'll find some new species, maybe. And then this is all the ID according to our ID label and the species that we found, the genus. And these are a few of the pictures, ants courtesy of Dr. Brian Fisher. Okay, a few of the genus of the ants that we found in Penang Hill for the first week. And also we found Fedole, which is a very common household ants. So basically, even though most of these ants reside in the forest area, but we found that there are one species, one genus of Fedole, which is very common in household, because I work with household pests. So basically, ants that reside in the home, Fedole genus is very common to found in a house area. So this is a few other genus here. So this is our group members. So I would like to thank, please stand up, Shahir, Fawaz, Hafiz, and Faiza who helping out throughout the 5-6 days of sampling. So basically, maybe some of us think that termites are not important. Basically, termites depend on how we define them. In ecosystem, they are very important creatures because they recycle all the wood materials. So without them, there will be a lot of trash or wood debris inside the forest. So we need the termites. And basically, the ants also is very important for pollination, some of them. But some of the species, when they enter homes, this is my job to kill them. Right now we're doing some preservation, identification for conservation, and to see the species richness. But when it's enter home, I'm the pest hunter. Okay, thank you.
Few species that we are able to because it grew after Brazil. Okay, thank you.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Suhaila. I think I need help here. Full screen. Okay, sorry. So I think insects is diverse. So we have start with the Durell's group with only talking about one family, the mosquitoes, and then we have moved to another taxa, which is order from Kit, the Diptera, and then Dr. Hafiz with termites and ants. So now my team, we actually collect everything. So this is my team. I put their name and pictures here because they are not able to be here because they are still identifying our insects in the lab because we still have some more samples need to be identified. And for this BioBliss, we have started our sampling from early October because we are afraid that we cannot get enough samples due to our weather conditions, so we have started earlier. And we have used sweep nets, and then this is the team, and then we also use Malay straps, okay, and a light trap to collect all the insects, especially the pollinators that we are not able to catch with the sweep nets. And then this is flight intercept traps, okay. We have another traps. This is eclector traps. Alright. So the results, we managed to get 12 orders of insects, and with more than 50 families I expect, because we are still identifying them in the lab, with more than 40 species. Okay, this is including butterflies, moth, dragonfly, beetle, fly, ant, walking stick, bees, and so on. And then this result until now, I can say the species recorded here from butterflies and moth. We have also lobster moth. From beetles, okay, we have trilobite beetles that catch my attention. I think this is a new record for Penang Hill, trilobite beetles. And then, of course, beetles have diverse families of insects. So you can see here all the species of beetles found in Penang Hill. Bees, wasps, and ants also we managed to collect found inside our traps. Okay, stingless bees is included. And then we have dragonflies and dancer flies. True bugs. Okay. We also managed to see the cicadas after molting during our sampling. And then we have some grasshoppers, okay, katydids and crickets. Okay. Another flies, family members, okay, Asilidae, Tipulidae, Bibionidae, Taptridae, Culicidae and Calliphoridae. And then one order, Microcoryphea, this is jumping bristletales. Then I think this is probably new species too, Penang Hill. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully we can identify these up to species. But I think we still need more sampling because we only get one individual. So to make sure that they are new species, we need their female, their males and so on. And we need to look for the halotype and paratype and so on. So to confirm that that is a new species. Okay, and then from all those collected insects, 30% are pollinators, okay? From 3 orders and 8 families. These are the groups of the pollinators: wasps, bees, beetles, and butterflies. So, as I said before, we need to have further studies to confirm new species, species that are endemic to Penang Hill from the ecological and taxonomy studies. Okay, and then only we can see they are new to species and what are their role in this ecosystem. Okay, so I would like to thank all the sponsors, everybody that involved in this program, BioBliss program. Okay, thank you.
We'll help you with your presentation.
Hi everybody and good afternoon. My name is Diana. I'm doing on climbers, which is rattan. So I'm doing on rattan diversity on Penang Hill. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit about rattan. Rattan is from family Aricaceae or Palmae under the subfamily of Calamoidae. It is spiny climbing palms. Which comprise of 600 species under 13 genera. So in Malaysia, we have found 194 species of rattan. Rattan is famous in making furniture. So this is my findings. So you can see there, that is my sampling plots. I got 3 sampling study sites, which is Taman Minyak Trail, the Habitat Trail and Monier Trail. You can see that the species are found at those 3 study sites, which of Plectocomia griffithii and Demonorops geniculata were present at those 3 sites. So this is Plectocomia griffithii, rotan mantang. So you can see that spines, that ring spines, orange colors. It can climb up to 50 meters in canopy. For your information, this species is the largest rattan in Malaysia. So next is Demonorops calicarpa, or rotan lumpit, we call it in Malay. Next, we found Demonorops geniculata, or rotan jahaka. So distinctive features of this species, you can see that there's gap between the leaf. So the fourth species we found in Penang Hill is Calamus penicillatus. For your information, Calamus penicillatus is endemic and can only be found on Penang Hill. So next is Calamus javaensis and Calamus terpenhortia or rotan kerai. Rotan kerai is famous for its moderate rattan. And last one is Calamus castaneus. You can see there the fruits and the flowers. Calamus castaneus, immature fruit, would be used as court medicine, mostly for Aboriginal people. So this is the list of 7 rattan species that are found within the 3 study sites. But based on previous studies on 2014, they found 10 rattan species, of which exclude Calamus calispetus, Cortasia scapigera, and the Monorops. Louisiana, those 3 species were not found at the 3 study site. So I assume that those 3 species were found in Penang Hill but not in the study plot. So that's all from me. Thank you.